Hello everybody, welcome back to the Game of Muscle YouTube channel. We're back. It's happening now. We'd just had an hour, went for a little cycle. We're back. This time is Jimmy Boldhead. So and let's see what happens. It's coming up to 10 o'clock, so it's probably a bad time. It's a bad time to sim race, but it can't be as bad as earlier. So you know, I'm determined that today, of all days, we won't finish on a bad stream. Like, that's not acceptable. I've decided. You can click like this time. So I'm thinking to start things off now, we've got a Assetto Corsa Ginetta GT5 Nürburgring race. That's in 20 minutes. So I think we can start off with that. Can't go wrong. So let's do that, guys. Hello, Leafall. Welcome back, everybody. You thought it was over. We've come back from the dead. Back from the dead. That's how it works. So register up to this Assetto Corsa GT Challenge race and save 10%. Fingers crossed. I'm going to go for the purple car. I'm going to give this a little bit of a practice. Maybe someone can set up a practice server for this. Nürburgring GP. So, if someone can set up a practice server, that'd be awesome. Hello, Chadhead. But I'll just go single player here. Ginetta GT4. Brands. Where's the Ginetta logo? Ginetta, there it is. GT5, GT4. Is it this one? Oh, is it G? Hang on. Which one is it? Is it the G40 GT5? G40 GT5, yeah. So, there we go. Nürburgring Ring. Germany. Hallo! Guten Tag. Nordschleife, Nürburgring GT. GT, there we go. Practice. Okay. Le go. Okay. Is the thumbnail and everything all working? Is that all working? No news on Automobilista now. Unfortunately not. 9! Das ist keine News. Und 9. Why is this night time? We don't want night time. Oh, that's because I was testing night time earlier. This is on. This is live. Time of day. Let's go middle of the day here. So the race is in like 10 minutes. Sign up to it on Sim Racing System. Do you know what's really funny? Bloody race room. The GT3 server's been full for the last 3 hours. This evening, guys, it's been a fun one. Cursed by Jimmy Breadbox. Jimmy Lunchbox. Curse of the Lunchbox. Right, how do I... Let's fix this. Why are we looking at our groin? That's the noise your neck makes. That's the noise my neck makes. I mean... Probably will just race from this view. There we go. Are we all good? Is everything working? Merry Christmas. Whoa, there we go. Turn the force feedback down a touch. Oh, it's like we have max force feedback. I know. Okay. Be careful with this car. Be nice and smooth with it. Yeah, I think we've broken YouTube. Oh, the chat's working on OBS. So that's a start. Someone type something in chat. Make sure it's still working. Welcome all the Australians. Hello Matt. Hello Noise. Hey guys. I'm determined to get... I want like two good races this evening. Then I'm happy. Can't finish the night without a good race. Chit chat. Yeah, there is no, by default, there's no grass, is there? Or is, oh no, there is a little bit on some of the tracks. I think we'll do like a mod track, mod car live stream soon. Now that Chiledog's back in his basement, back in the French boudoir. We'll be all right. Okay. I don't know what a good lap time of this car is. Last race we did, I think we came 7th with this. Yeah, AC just keeps on getting better. It's a proper solid, good bit of software. It's got a life of its own. Sun in your face. Orangutan suntan. Yeah. Okay. I probably should put the circular rim on this because we're having to put quite a bit of opposite lock. Why is 5th gear red? I'm not sure when we're supposed to be changing gear. We've got 3 speedos on the screen and each one's telling us to change gear at a different time. Normally the on-car one's a good one to go by, the little light. When does that light up? Underneath the 4 there's a red dot. Normally that's when you change gear. Let's see when that lights up. Okay, it doesn't. It doesn't work. Fine. Right, we'll go with the... I don't know. I don't know what the ideal RPM range is for this car. If anyone in chat's joining us for the Sim Racing System race, let us know. Please don't drive into me. Nice one, Christopher Lees. Get in the rig. Drinking and driving is fine. Just don't do it on public roads. On a racetrack, it's fine. no problem. I think this car has ABS. Need to try braking a bit harder. Oh, I need to rebind DRS as well. Yeah, I think I'll swap steering wheel over because it's getting uncomfortable amounts of lock to catch the car. And I think if we're pushing it, we're going to be giving it a bit of lock. Lock and load. Hello, JH. The key with drinking and driving is that you make sure you're an American diplomat. That way, if you run over any children, you just run off to America and you're fine. That's the technique. All right. I just had a little had a bike ride. Quick half-hour bike ride. 5 miles. 5.5 miles. Smashed it out. I was like, I'm getting frustrated. I'll go for a bike ride. When in doubt, get on the bike. When nothing's working, get on the bike. Literally, last stream, nothing. Nothing was working. Literally nothing. Total joke. Whoa, cocking hell. Drift entry, textbook. Look at that. That's how it's done, guys. That's how the Japanese take that corner. Right, let's change the wheel rim over because this is not the right wheel rim. Bike ride. Add some eggs. Probably. Oh no, I do actually have a puncher on my bike, but it's a slow puncher. I haven't got around to changing the inner tube over. I can't be arsed. I went so far as I bought new inner tubes and bought the wrong ones. Oh, that's why. I wonder why the force feedback was a bit. There we go. Ah, that's better. How's the flex of the quick release? I don't notice it, Tom. What's his face? Sim Racing Garage put that video out. I'm sure there is flex on it if you push on it, but it's not something you ever really do. So, you know, I mean, it's good that he put that in his review. I never noticed it, so it's good that he did it. But I think what happened is that people saw that video and they're like, oh my god! Oh my god! You know, it's literally something you don't notice with actual use. Maybe if you, like, stack multiple things on the column, you would. So, I would say, ideally, you know, you don't want that there, but I would describe it as a non-issue, if you will. Hello, Gary. Oh, that fluid stuff. Yeah, I don't like that stuff. What's it? It's got a name. I've had inner tubes with it before. It ends up making your wheels heavier. Although, actually, it's a lot better now. When that stuff first came out, it used to be really bad, but I think it's actually quite good now. You get, instead of you get like the pre-coated ones, or you just have a tube of it in your backpack, just so when your tyre knackers itself whilst you're out, you can then put it in, and it fixes it. Yeah, Tom, I think you can use custom wheels. I think there's a custom solution. I'm not sure how it works though. I mean, you're kind of losing your value of a Fanatec DD if you're doing that. you're probably better off going for like a SIMEN 2 if you're going to just use custom wheel rims. The real value of the Fanatec stuff is to use Fanatec wheel rims and pedals and things. I think you can still use custom like Asher stuff on it. Pretty sure. Don't have the money to buy the Asher first. I mean, when it comes to wheel rims, I've found the Fanatec ones are like more than high enough quality. To be honest, even the Thrustmaster Formula rim and that Thrustmaster what's the Alcantara one that Thrustmaster do? I mean, they could do with more buttons, but other than that, it's, you know, they're solid. So I've used cheaper. Oh, I've got to turn that off the top of the screen now. I forgot about that. This is a new stream. I've used cheaper eBay wheels that are worse than Thrustmaster wheels. Right, hang on. Right, let's fix this. Let's fix this, guys. There we go. Thanks, Billy. And is the graphics working? Here we go, look. No. Why is that not working? Hello? Well, maybe not everything's working, but we're going to have a good race, so I don't care. Is that not working? Oh, I know why it's not working. Hang on. Don't worry about this, guys. Don't worry about this. Right. Graphics. Maybe I accidentally deleted it like an idiot or moved it to the wrong layer. Background. I must have deleted the layer by accident. Oh, we're starting the race anyway. Well, we could sort that out another time. When I was fixing OBS, I think I deleted the layer by accident. Right, here we go. Sim racing system. Do I make a living? Yes, because I'm totally pro. I'm totally pro. What? Nothing's working today. Oh, Christ almighty. Right, okay, let's load that up again. Yeah, basically. I'm reloading content, man. I've had that happen before. There we go. Have you stocked up on sprouts? No more Brussels after tomorrow. No, don't worry, mate. It's going to go on for like years. Anyone thinks UK, like, this stuff's going to be sorted out, it's going to be like a decade of nonsense. That's why that's why people like me think it's so stupid. Here we go. Here we go. It's happening, guys. We're going to get the race. Yes. How you doing, Billy boy? Did you had a live stream? Did it go all right? What's Sim Racing System? It's like a mod for Assetto Corsa that brings ranked racing to Assetto Corsa with like splits and stuff. It's really good. Totally free. You just have to sign up for it. But Brexit's not happening, mate. Like, it's not happening. Well, it is. It's just like a renegotiation that's going to take 10 years and nothing productive is going to come out of it apart from a couple of millionaires benefiting. Everyone else is going to get screwed. So it's going to go on for years. It's not happening quickly. It's going to be years of like nonsense. So yeah, there's no like anything good's going to happen. Who knows? Maybe some good things will happen. Not sure what. Maybe like a new political treaty on moving sim rigs around Europe will happen. That'd be nice. And at the end of 10 years, we'll apply to get back. I wouldn't even be surprised. Who knows? Politics, guys. It's all absurd. It's all absurd. Start of transition period. Okay, we've just got practice for the server, then quali. Here we go. Hello, Paul Wilson. How's it going, man? I hope you didn't tune in earlier. You've joined the best part. You've joined the best stream of the year. That's why we're here. Whoa. Janetta, the best a man can get. My pit guy looks like a Burns victim. Like a face transplant. World War I face transplant person. Yeah, no, we're going for it. Nige. Matt Odesman. Britain's coming out of transitioning. Nice one. Mr. and Mrs. Wilson. Unbinded problems all over the place. UK voted for unelected officials in Belgium to run UK. I don't know. Don't even ask. Your headphones have disappeared. Oh dear. Oh, I see what you're saying. Lumpfish means manfish. Yeah, it's all good fun, isn't it? The coronavirus thing's probably, well, I don't know. If it's not going to be that bad, everyone's going to die from it because, you know, that's how the world works. It's probably not going to be that bad. I mean, like any virus, a lot of people will die. But, you know, every year, like, thousands of people die from flu. So you kind of have to put things in context. And what it will come down to, like, nobody knows until, like, 2 or 3 months after these things have rolled out how quickly there is for immunisation or methods for treating it, or like what the actual fatality rate is, if it does actually spread to like third world countries, if it can be like restricted, if it only affects like already weak people, and to what extent, you know. I mean, it could be absolutely horrendous. It's hard to know. You know, we are long overdue like a plague, though. I don't think it was from bats. Yeah, we're long overdue a plague. So, again, unfortunately, these things kill poor people more than well-off people. So, yeah, that's how the world works. If you're like in a third world country and poor, you're probably going to get malaria. You're probably going to get dysentery. You probably don't have clean water. That's why you've got malaria and dysentery. It's not, you know. Plague every century. Yeah, you know, you've got to get a plague out there. Plague greatest hits. Yeah, it's just... Hopefully, if it is the next plague, hopefully it's relatively treatable. You know, I mean, the thing is, weirdly, it's something that we, humanity, can actually control to some extent. Unfortunately, like, weirdly, environment is as well, and global warming, but we're doing nothing about it. Realistically, global warming is going to kill a lot of people. It already has. And we're not doing anything. And it seems like global warming is not as, like, sexy as a virus. As soon as there's a virus, media's like, oh, virus, everyone dying, oh, Chinese dying, terrible. Global warming's kind of like every day. It's a slow burner. You have to kill people quickly for people to take notice. Like, fly a plane into the ground, and that's it. Everyone loves that. Kill 500 people in like instantly. That's like big news. Kill 500 people over the course of like 15 years. It's not even like worth talking about. Hey, too old. I went for a bike ride. I'm not finishing on like a shitty stream. We're back up. We're going. I had a bike ride. Had some eggs. It's like every day. Kids are run over by cars every day. No one cares. I mean, how many... Right, so out of people I know, like friends that have been killed, it's all car accidents. So, you know, I mean, I'm more concerned about people that I know dying from car accidents and getting the flu or something else. How the weather... weather's all right, I think. It's just cold. It's just cold. Little bit rain, like windy. No, yes, I always put a thermal vest on. It's the technique, thermal vest technique. When a country starts going against the government, release the plague. Do you know what's weird? I've been getting loads of Chinese propaganda recently. I don't know why. I purposely, on my mobile phone, I purposefully watch and read stuff that I don't agree with at all. Just so I get really cool, so I can see what the media landscape is for like different people. But it was really weird. I guess because the Chinese stuff's been in the news because of the flu thing. Or the virus thing. So, but it's really weird that my phone's decided to give me Chinese propaganda relating to it. Like, they're like uplifting... It's like some kind of Chinese government news channel with uplifting stories about how united Chinese people are. It's quite interesting. Oh, no, I mean... Maybe. Corona's good for you. Yeah, just we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they, hopefully it gets settled. That'd be nice. Free advertising. Hey Murphy. Ah! Kunos curbed. Not do that. We ain't playing ACC or Race Room. Every sim has a different interpretation of curb physics. ACC, you can hit the curbs. Unless it's the corner after Eau Rouge. Race Room, you can hit the curbs. iRacing, you can hit the curbs. iRacing, it depends. R-Factor 2, you can ride the curbs. Whoa! Okay. New line. Was that a rabbit on the track? I don't think there's rabbits in this. That would be cool. Do you get that in real life? Ebony Love. It's weird to like specifically search that out. No, like specifically search for like I've been on some like sites and they like specifically go, oh, what are you interested in? I'm like, well, you're interested in anyone that's attractive. Like if I'm out and about and if I saw a girl that's attractive, that's like, I don't really care if they're like African, Chinese, Japanese, whatever, you know what I mean? Attractive person's attractive. It's like oddly specific. To specifically like say, categorically be like, oh, I don't like Asians, or I don't like, do you know what I mean? It's weird. Like, how would you know? I would imagine most people have been attracted to, like, or found attractive African, Asian, you know, whatever. I mean, I know I have. Maybe that's more. Look, if you've not got any hair, you can't be you can't be this picky. If anything, most attractive women are normally people that are like, you know, like a mixture, like mixed race, whatever you call it. Now, there's that Japanese African girl that's like really, she's like really good looking. That's really, I think that's like a normal genetic. Like if someone's mixed race, from a sort of genetic attraction point of view, I think most people do find that attractive. Exactly. If you, there's only 4 people in Ashby. Oh, I have really bad romantic memories from Ashby. Oh dear. Terrible times. Terrible times. Heartbroken in the Ashby. Oh dear. That the worst part of being a teenager, that. As long as a woman's intelligent, I don't care. Behind the... Well, no, not that. Don't talk about that. Behind the... What bins? The famous Ashby bins. Oh, dear. Now, there are literally only 3 people in Ashby. There's no Lidl in that. Come on. Ashby's too small for Lidl bins. There's no Lidl. They don't have a McDonald's, though. And Subway. Proper happening place. Small English towns where nothing happens. So, funny story about Ashby. It technically has a police station. It might have changed now, but it had like one police station. There were no police there. Like they were not there in the evening. So if someone burgled something, the nearest police station was 4 miles away. So there's literally no police. Like, but I mean, it's set like nothing ever happened. It's just funny. It's that safe that there was literally no police within like a 4-mile radius. Actually, there were like a couple of burglaries though, like ram raids and stuff. But I mean, you know, they happened all over the place. The police station. I'm on about, you know, so if you were coming down the high street and you've got that the left-hand road, it used to be down there. The old police station has like the old police light on it. That's from like Victorian times. That's the one I'm on about. It was literally just a building. Like a terraced house type police building. Yeah. Oh, okay, it's now offices, fair enough. Yeah, the police were busy beating up other people elsewhere. Yeah, well, if anything, it shows you how safe the streets are. But the problem is, it's like if you have your bike nicked or you're burgled or something, you're screwed. It's like you can't do anything. Like what? You tell the police, they come round, they go, oh, hello. Like they come round the next day or like 3 days later, and they're like, oh, what was stolen? And they just give you a police report, and then you claim it on insurance. There's like nothing you can do. $6,000 RPM. Okay, thank you. I was looking for that deets. Oh, I see. Just it goes red on the 5. Oh, actually, no, it's 5th gear geared wrong then on this set. So I'll go by the I'll go by Sidekick then, or whatever it's called, Race Essentials. on. I'm just getting a lap in here, guys. Oh man, my head feels so much better after doing a little cycle. Like the worst headache today as well. We got like a brain tumour or something. Oh, here we go. Come on. Six tenths. Go! Okay, stay in 4 through there. I think race essentials is better. It depends how much stuff you want to screen. That was better. Whew. What were you guys? What was someone was saying something before I missed it? Your guys' like obsession with like sexualizing everything is mental. It's like, are you guys like really frustrated or something? Here we go. How many laps do we need? Go out clubbing, guys. Go and get a girlfriend or something. Stop watching this. Just go out to a bar and talk to girls. Soft tyres, or boys, or whatever you're into. I don't care. Okay. Maybe Nitsa. That might be. We might have to. Club some seals. Why not? Okay, I'm just going to fuel it up because I don't know. Right, here we go. I'm set. Good race, come on. This is going to be the redeeming point of this evening. Bloody hell. I think if it didn't involve killing animals that were cute and like, well, killing animals, seal clubbing would be really fun. Like if they were like proper like vermin and they were, you know, like decimating the environment and you could just go out in your kayak and club some seals. And you could eat them as well. I don't know if they do. I guess if they eat them, it's alright. So that'd be pretty fun to do. Here we go. Come on. I'm not going to cut across that guy on our inside. Just hope he doesn't hit us through here. There we go. Come on. Give it a bit of welly, boys. Whoa! Big cat steer. Whoa! Jesus, curbing. AC curbing. AC curbing. Woo! Defend the inside line here. Thanks for the bump draft. Jesus Christ, he's been curbed. Jeremy Corbyn. Yes, we've got pace, guys. And the pace car's out of control. These guys have got a draft behind us, but oh god, here we go. Oh, you idiot! What an idiot! I'm in a total straight line there. We'll still recover it. What was he doing? Did he just turn into us? Terrible driving. Fortunately we only lost like 5 places. What an idiot. What were they doing? It's like they ignored the... Maybe the car on the outside just turned in, ignoring the car on the left. And then the car on the left then hit me after being driven into himself. It's a right little poke. Around the outside. Pink's legal. Get up the inside here. Snippy curb. Gotta be careful, there's another car off the road there. Oh. What is that? What happened there? Oh, I thought I left space for him. Back to 8th, come on. Punt recovery, guys. Keep going. Yeah, I think he just went on the curb or the grass. Well, I only do it so that I can see in front of me clearly. Because I'm only using the mirror as like I don't need to see that detailed. As long as you can see the car that's going to drive into you, you're fine. Absolute power in through there. Martin Johnson in front of us, David Custer in front of him, Matt Beard in front of him. Wow, the last one was from the side. I mean, it was kind of like an instantaneous punt. I don't know what it was. Really weird. Oh, he's gone. I mean, there's some situations you literally, there's nothing you can do. Cash my beard, I want it back. Don't you hate it when your beard falls in your tea? Captain Blackbeard. This car kind of, when you turn in a bit too much, it trips over itself. Add to the flavour. Hairy tea. Hello, Icky. Here we go. We're getting these 2 places back. We're in glorious 7th. Drive of a lifetime. Recovery. I refuse to have this race being damaged. Without mirror, it feels a bit like someone playing Tetris blocks. Yeah. That's how Russians drive. Let's fake the right, but we're going to overtake on the left here. Woo! Oh! Okay, you had the speed there. See, that's how it's done, guys. We went for the move. Almost got it there. Didn't quite. It didn't hit into him. Unbelievable that. We both got through the corner in one piece. Despite the dive bomb, despite the move, we both finished, we both got through the chicane without dying. Can you imagine that? It's good. That's what's called good racing. Unbelievable. And do you know what? Do you know what's fun about that? Both cars can continue racing, and it's more, and you know, you're going to get more side-by-side driving. Amazing, that, isn't it? Alternatively, you could just drive straight into the car in front of you. That seems to be what most people do. We ain't got no grip there. Martin Johnson. He's holding his line. He's not giving us much space. He doesn't have to, though. Martin Johnson driving for Team Ann Summers. Controversial. Controversy. Pointing simply towards Mecca. Oh! Oh! We're through. Through. And baby Jesus was born in Bethlehem. Defend the right. I know I shouldn't really defend the right. I've just bamboozled myself there. Should have stayed on the left. I'm an idiot. What a fool! Oh, bit tight. Both through though. It's all good. Nice racing here. Side by side through that. Back in his draft here. Was it Martin Johnson that murdered me? Let's play push the brake pedal last, the game. Well, we've got to overtake him then. Whoa, Christ, drift entry. Not a fast line. Oh, come on. Please don't pump me. Oh, he slowed down. I was slow through the corner, but... Oh, thanks for the bump draft. Martin Johnson's driving nice. He didn't need to slow down there. He could have kept going. I was really slow through that, so I was probably hard for him to avoid, to be honest. Why all the pink? Why not? It's a nice colour. It's nice and visible. Hello, counter debate. Hope everyone's all right. I think we need to forget the earlier stream from today. I think we could delete it from the record. It didn't happen. What stream? Nothing happened last stream. Gift shop car. Smooth it out. Off. Oh, almost. That's what that other car did earlier in the race, where you turned into that and the car like suddenly bites in. It's not the last day in Europe counter debate. We've got 10 years of negotiation and government messing things up. Don't worry. It's only just started. Come on. David Guster. You Guster. Oh, it's Custer. Not Guster. You Guster. Me Guster. Memeing. Chris Bow. Was this the guy that killed us? I think he's just let us pass. I think he felt guilty. I'm going to sell some origami creations to try and raise some money. Eh? Oh no. Matt Beard. He shaved my head. Traction control power through there. What's going on in chat? Why is everyone so depressed today? Do you know what really brightens the mood up? Let's all talk about cancer. Yes, the happy, the delightful and happy, motivating topic of cancer. Topic of cancer. It sounds like a location, like the Tropic of Cancer. Topic of cancer. Happy times. You're happy, but the thumbnail wasn't. What's the thumbnail's completely true? What's wrong with the thumbnail? It's almost as if it would be good if, instead of pissing money away on stupid diplomatic stuff and nuclear weapons, it's almost as if it would be better to spend money on scientific research towards things that people actually depend on. Who would have thought it? Oh! Who would have thunk it? Come on! This is Janetta, the best a man can get her. Two minutes 50. I read that, TB. The problem is that you never know until it's gone through all the trials. But that'd be awesome. I said when they first published it, I said that'd be really cool if it actually did pan out. But you know, often when it goes to patient trials, it turns out it causes some, like, it gets rid of the disease, but it also kills you within a month. Oh. It's very hard to kill a disease without accidentally also killing the patient. So yeah, until it's gone through patient trials, I don't know. Whoa! Cancer treatments would be quite profitable because a lot of people are affected by it. Well, there's so many different types of cancer, but like the main ones, a lot of people are affected by it, so it would be quite profitable. It's like random edge case diseases where like minimal research is put into them because they're less popular diseases. You really have to hope you catch a popular disease. Don't want to catch any of these unpopular diseases. Well, that's it. You have sites coming up with all these medicines and cures, and then you have these people just wasting everyone's time with live streams. So, you know, you've got like the good and the bad of humanity. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, it always sucks when someone's like dies of something that has a cure that comes out like 5 years after. You're like, yeah, you know. But I mean, you know, it's the same as getting hit by a car or something, really. I mean, it sort of structurally, it's like, it's frustrating, and you're like, oh, you know. But, you know, everyone's going to die eventually, and it could be like cancer, it could be like some random disease, you know, it could be hit by something, you could just bang your head. Not that helps. You know, when someone dies, it's bloody annoying, if anything. Damn inconsiderate people dying. I mean, if people weren't so inconsiderate, you know, it'd be a lot easier. Although I'll tell you something that's a good idea. If you don't want to die, don't fly a helicopter in heavy fog. I hear that's a bad idea. don't fly a helicopter in a location where there's intermittent weather patterns out of the blue. At full speed into a hillside. That's not a good idea. That's bad. Generally, you want to avoid that. Pro tip. Right. 5th place, guys. That was a good recovery, considering we got punted. I don't think it was on purpose. I think they just turned in. They might have like ping-banged each other. Well, Colin McRae helicopter crash, I think, was... from all the evidence I've seen on it, that was actually Colin McRae being an idiot. You know, he was over driving. He went over the limit. He was over flying. He was flying recklessly. So, you know, it's basically his fault. And unfortunately, he killed other people. So, it's weird with that people are like, RIP, oh, it's terrible. I mean, it's terrible when everyone dies. It's terrible. Like, if a drunk driver kills someone else and kills themselves, it's really bad for both people that died. You're still like, well, you're a dick for being a drunk driver. To that, you know, people... So that's what's weird with the Colin McRae thing. I might be wrong about this, but just from my understanding of it, so if I'm wrong on the details, then that's fair enough. But from my understanding of it, he was flying recklessly, and he killed, I don't know if it's his son and someone else's son, from flying recklessly, which in my, like, logically speaking, would seem as if that's similar to being you drink, or you're driving, you're speeding in a car on the road with your and someone else's kid in the car, whatever, and you crash into a tree and you kill the people on board. If that happened, everyone would be like, oh, the driver's a knob. They'd be like, oh, it's sad the driver died. It's sad when anyone dies, regardless of if they're right or wrong. If someone dies, it's sad. You know, you obviously they don't intend to have killed anyone. So it's weird with the Colin McRae thing that people are like, oh, they're kind of like they don't apply the same logic to that. Well, that's fine, Stu. You just don't get your adrenaline fix with other people's children in your helicopter. But I don't know. There might be the details might be wrong on that, but you know, I mean, it's happened. It's done. It's just weird that it's framed differently, is what I'm saying. I love flying, but I don't trust machines where the part that produces lift and saves your life is moving at ludicrous speeds in several directions under several forces. They are witchcraft. Yeah, that is but I mean, helicopters are the coolest type of vehicle, so you know, I'm all about helicopters. Helicopters are the coolest thing. Just like the dynamics of how helicopters move, like nothing beats them. A small helicopter, incredible. Also, if it stops working, trouble. No, helicopters are amazing. They're absolutely amazing. Like the way that you can land in a helicopter, and the way it cushions the air, and the way that, the way that you could turn too sharp and get caught in your own downdraft, and then you lose lift and then smash into the ground. It's amazing. He was flying too low. From my understanding, he was flying way too low, and he probably turned too much and hit a tree or something. Yeah, well, you can do. It's called auto rotation. As long as you need enough altitude and you need enough forward momentum, or either enough altitude or enough forward momentum, and then if the engine's not working, you just basically the helicopter then becomes like a gyrocopter. Because when it's the same as, you know, when the things drop off a tree, those things, and they fall down like that. You're basically doing that using the wings like a glider, but they're rotating, and then you get the momentum that spins the blades up as you're going down, and then you pull back on the collective, and then that causes the wings to they are wings, the rotors to then suddenly bite into the air more, and then you land it, and that's what all helicopter pilots train to do that. So yeah, the thing with helicopters that seems to cause a lot of accidents is weather patterns and stuff. Unexpected weather conditions changing seems to be a really big problem, and then people crashing the helicopter into stuff. What should we do next? What should we do next? Check race room here, see what the server's on. It was full last time I looked. What did I miss your message? There you go. If an inquiry says his flying was imprudent and unreasonable, then he was driving like flying like a buffoon. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, everyone's left it again. I've been cursed by Race Room tonight. What's everyone's gone into? They've split up between 3 servers again. Well, let's just stick to AC then, because Race Room's got too many servers and it's ruining it. So anyone want to make a server? And we'll just go on to that. Or we'll just join a public server. We'll just bamboozle a public server up. Need to be fully certified for instrument flight if you're going to be flying in low vis conditions. Yeah, but it's yeah. Even people that are fully certified, you know, they're still going to be typically flying a helicopter relatively low. I mean, that's kind of the point of a helicopter. And then if they're just flying in an area they're not familiar with, or the weather suddenly changes, and yeah. I haven't got any. Hello, TVB. I haven't got any farming simulators. Sitting on a conference call? Tell them you've got more important things to do. Tell them that Sim Life calls. Ah, the sim pit race in 3 hours. That'd be good fun. It's free on Epic Store. Yeah, but then you have to run the Epic Store. That's like F for server gods. Ah, you know. They've probably gone to bed. They probably thought it was over. It's a shame you can't just host a game in Assetto. Could give it a go, Mike. Yeah, Steam went down earlier. What's this? Zandvoort. Oh, no, it's in race. I remember back in the day, always hunting through servers. Yeah, I've done server hosting for AC before with like a separate thing, but it's more just having all the settings and then going into it and then going from session to session. Can't open university internet ports. Oh yeah, I remember at uni everything being totally locked down. What's running here? Yeah, I've not tried. Last time I tried that content manager server, it didn't work, but maybe it does work now. I think there's been an update since we last did it. Cayman and Dono, yeah, that could work. Tap adapter and MS loopback needed. What's that? What I used to do at college is we'd bring versions of Linux on USB sticks and plug them into the computers and then boot off them, bypassing everything, which is really good. That was quite a good way of doing it. There was a limited number of games for Linux back then. I tell you, we didn't even have stuff like Steam. Oh, Steam didn't even exist, so... Oh, well, if the content manager server stuff works, I'll have to get used to it, set it up. Don't know how much bandwidth AC uses. What's going on here? So, should I get a cup of tea whilst everyone does all the work for me? What's going on here? No yawning, you'll start another epidemic. Ah, oh, not again. Sig time. No smoking, guys. Don't smoke. Try not to smoke. Take up vaping and have some nice oil-based fake cannabis and die. Yeah, don't smoke. It does not use that much if you're going up to 8. Yeah, but you got to remember I'm live streaming at the same time. Well, we often get like people that are really good at hosting servers do the server hosting for us because they have all the settings set up and they've got bandwidth and everything, and they do a good job of picking content. But I spontaneously decided to come back on after Despair live stream. When's Flight Sim 2020 coming out? I don't know, unfortunately. I would hazard a guess towards the end of this year. But I don't know. No one knows, to be honest. It's good, though. Work? Well, these people with, like, real lives, it's unbelievable. Let's have filter. It's passworded. Empty. Filter full. I'm just on the public server list here, having a little look. So many mod servers for AC, it's pretty crazy. Hello, Devin Jacobs. Isn't it quite more trouble to join? What do you mean? It's a shame with AC that they don't have a an automatic server rotation thing. That was always weird that they didn't do that, because that would be all, like, you could literally set up a game. There are mods to do it, but you could basically set up a Game of Muscle server, have it on, and have it go from track to track to car to car, you know, without having to manually change it. Or 25-minute quali, 15-minute race. It's just weird that they decided not to implement that. They tried to do like weird stuff with the multiplayer when AC came out. I don't know what is with Kunos and multiplayer and not having a bloody clue. I mean, they've got there with ACC, I think. Well, they're getting there. Weird, just really weird. It's like it's been sorted out in first-person shooters since like the 90s. You know, if someone's already done something well, just copy it. I'm still trying to find a server here. Oh, server's out. Okay, nice one. Thank you for saving the day. Gamer Muscle. Oh, it's not coming out. Oh, in lowercase. There we go. You've got the wrong version of Donington on it, I think. I think you might have, unless there's been an update recently and I've got the wrong version. You might be running like the old mod. Is ACC worth it? Depends. Like, if you don't mind the lack of like force feedback in certain ways, then yeah, it's pretty good. Like, you can get pretty good racing online with it. You have to go through the process of getting the track medals and stuff, but for what it is, it's, you know, for a GT3 racer, you're good. I think you can get it for like 20 quid. It's not bad value for money. Server God's not easy. Yeah, it's difficult because you have to have the right tracks. Oh, there we go. It's working now. Good job. 10 out of 10. Has it got a password on it? Has it got the Game of Muscle Classic password? Nice one. Save the day. Password's T. So there we go. Join Game of Muscle, the Game of Muscle, whatever. If Flight Sim 2020 has helicopters, you could crop spray. Farming at the same time, yeah. Oh, didn't work. It's not working. What's going on? Hello, B-Sim. What are you checking? I don't know why it's not working for some reason. Maybe too many pit boxes for that track. If you're awake, yeah. Just resetting the server again. I'm going to make a cup of tea. I'll be back in a second, guys. We'll hopefully get a race. Thanks for trying to do server here. El appreciatios it. I went to get porridge. I was hungry. Calorie deficit, man. You seen? Is it working? Oh, nice. Multiple people are in. Oh, dear. Apparently, 6 miles is only like 250 calories on a bike. But yet I am starving. Oatmeal with milk. In this case, mostly water and a bit of milk. Italians. I don't know if that's an Italian thing. The fun of GT3 is more about close racing with other people, not the innate handling of the cars. Just really fortunate with this Assetto Corsa that they left it open to modding. I mean, to be fair, Kunos are really fortunate as well. I mean, they did it by design, so you know it's not like they didn't think of it. But if AC wasn't open to mods, it would have been like Netcar Pro, where it was like the handling in Netcar Pro was and graphics and everything fantastic, really good. The problem was it was like just dead online. No AI, no licensed content, no real reason for people to play it outside of like force feedback and tyre model fans. Are we going left or right? Oh, we're going right. Short track. But yeah, it's like so Live for Speed is probably a good example. Live for Speed is actually a lot better from a end user standpoint and feature set standpoint than a lot of sims, but because it didn't have mod support other than like some weird stuff, it just died. Like there's only you know you need something that keeps it a bit fresh. And even if people don't play most of the mods all the time, it's just enough to keep people coming back that keeps it alive. Well, that's what's R Factor 2. Well, that's what's funny with R Factor 2 is that the developer kind of was like, oh, we'll just build this template and all the modders will do all the work for us. No. For R Factor 2, right? They literally could have just worked on improving the graphics engine, and then all the mods would have carried across, and then it would have made it a lot. I mean, obviously 2020 hindsight, but because R Factor 1 was like it back when I started. Well, when I started sim racing properly with a force feedback wheel. It was like Live for Speed, well, R Factor 1 and Live for Speed, and then maybe Race, which is like before Race 07, I guess. Maybe, Maybe about the same time. Because iRacing then came out in like 2007, 2008, I think. Netcar Pro had multiplayer netcode and stuff. I met Thiago Lima in Netcar Pro on a server. That's how I know him. Me and like a couple of guys was playing Netcar Pro, and I met this guy called Kevco, who I still have on Steam, but he's in Canada, so I don't chat to him that much. And Thiago Lima, that's how I know him. It's really random. I'm driving the Acela. I remember the day. Oh man, God, my head feels so much better now. I had like the worst headache earlier as well. Like nothing working and like an insane headache. To get it sorted out. It's so hard to like live stream and concentrate and not get annoyed. When you've got a really bad headache, reading a chat room whilst driving a simulated car. Bloody hell. No, I drank lots of water. Corona muscle. Yeah, I don't feel sick at all. It's weird. I mean, the thing is, I've always had like these weird headaches for quite a long time that are like not really like painful headaches. That it's just like very hard to concentrate and just feel dizzy. Kind of, I don't know. It's like I think it's related to like an inner ear issue. Sounds like stress. No, I'm not actually stressed at all. That's the first thing when you go to the doctors and you're like, oh, what is it? And they go, oh, you're stressed, tension headache. And you're like, no, I know what I know what that is. Is there a Lego guy in there from A? Yeah, it's not. I think it's not really normally from when I'm playing games though. You know. How do you think your inner ears are? I know, probably shattered. Get on the server, guys. It's a couple of slots if you want to join in. Just search for Game of Muscle. It should come up. Password is T in capital letters. I do get headaches from, you know, those sound isolating headsets, like those, or headsets that push on your ears. They do actually give me headaches, but that's why I really like Sennheiser headphones, because they're really nice and soft. They don't really put much pressure on your head, and because they're open as well, you don't lose like the room ambience, if that makes sense. So I highly recommend open-ear Sennheiser headphones. Wake up really, really early. What do you mean? Like, what time's really early? Like 3 in the morning early. I can't do any Australian streams. All their houses burnt down, so there's no one to stream to anymore. They don't even have computers to watch the live stream on. Is anyone in chat going to wanting to join? So let me know. So 11 cars is enough for a good race. I want to get more people in here though. 12 cars. Want to burn down the server. Can't go wrong with a bit of Dono. All right, Lofrov. Trying. Driving to work. You don't want to do that. What is it with you guys having jobs? Ridiculous. Get slower. I've got too much fuel in the car. Should probably take some out. Too late for that. Tortellini's in the server here. Well, the thing with real jobs, the only thing I didn't ever like was travelling to them. I didn't mind, like, working in Morrison's and McDonald's or doing like IT stuff or what have you. And the work was fine. It's all the, like, getting up early to go to work. that's the thing that sucks, not the actual job. Like, okay, Morrison's Bakery was actually pretty bad, I'll be honest. That was depressing. That was really bad, actually. That was awful. But McDonald's was fine. And then when I worked in an office in Middlesbrough for a bit when I was doing some game stuff, that was fine. That was my own business, so it's different. But there were nice people in the office. It was a really nice office, and it was only like a mile and a half walk, so that's fine. But yeah, if you have to travel, basically, if you have to drive to work, it's terrible. If you can walk to work and it's not too far, I can make bakery goodies. I didn't learn anything at Morris's Bakery. I can make my own bread and stuff, but that's just from me learning myself. There's a book called Artisan Bread in 5 Minutes or something. I think it's called that. Maybe it's like Artisan Bread in 15 minutes. I don't know, something like that. But it's got a really good dough recipe in there. Eat all the oh, McDonald's chips are quite nice. No, I used to. What did I used to have on dinner breaks? In McDonald's, you're allowed a McDonald's meal as a dinner break. I think I used to go for the Big Tasty. Truck wash. Wet all the time and inhaling chemicals. Oh yeah, because you have the clean. This is at Morrison's as well in the bakery. They had like a cleaning room, and it had all the pure cleaning chemicals. So you know how when you buy like Fairy washing up liquid, that's like diluted by like a factor of 100, 200 or whatever. It's so that supermarkets aren't constantly having to replenish cleaning fluids. You have like very pure cleaning chemicals that if you touch, it like burns you. So when you use that stuff, it doesn't smell good. Especially if you've not diluted it properly. Get it in your eyes and you go blind instantly. Eating bananas caused them. What was that, because of the potassium? I find bananas help me. I like bananas. They're good for me. Inhaling brake. Apparently that's like a really bad. Apparently that's like really bad. Like there was recent research on that. I always thought it was weird. You know when people do donuts? Oh, hang on. The race is on 7. Okay, fair enough. You know when you're at a racetrack and they do like a donut show-off thing, you're like, everyone's breathing in that rubber. Can't be good for you. Oh, this tea's amazing, guys. I've run out of milk, though. That's the last cup of tea for tonight, and it's only, what's the time? It's like 10 o'clock. No, it's 11 o'clock. No more tea. I'm going to have to go to Lidl, get some more tea, get some more milk. Hello, Dan Lockie. I drink lots of, been drinking lots of orange juice, lots of water. Most my headaches, I think it's to do mostly with like stupid sleep issues and irregular sleep. I had to stop using, here we go, it's Game of Muscles Medicine Hour. I use earplugs to sleep sometimes. Just because the next door neighbour has a baby that cries. But I had to stop using them because they were like agitating my ears. Great. So that's nice. I can go around next door and throw the baby out the window. No, they're actually pretty quiet now. They're all right. Next door neighbour's nice, so never mind. Oh yeah, maybe that's what it is. Bad posture can give you headaches. Yeah, I've heard about that. Noise and rain sounds. I like listening. I have the Starship Enterprise on in the background. Here we go, guys. Oh dear. Oh, nice. 15 people. Perfect. Thanks for joining the server, everyone. Blackcurrant smoke. Blueberry smoke. Flavoured car tyre. Tasty. Have you seen the new... I'm waiting for it to finish and I'll watch it. Alright, it's alright. I've been punted so much. We'll join the next race, Lofarov. The problem with those sounds, you know, with those mobile phone sound things, is I always hear where the bloody loop is in it, and it drives me crazy. I think part of it is because I used to do looping audio for Flash games. Like looping background soundscapes and things, so I'm like really attuned to... It's not just the loop, it's like if you're making a looping audio clip, you fade the other audio into the start, and there's certain things you do to make it loop seamlessly. But if you're like really aware of it, unless like, there should be some procedural ones that don't loop. Yeah, I think that's the one where you can have like train track sounds and stuff. It just doesn't sound real. Makes me exactly. Makes me fruity loopy. Oh Christ! Bit loose. Bit loose through that. Wonky donk. Flop that car. Mike McLaren in first. I didn't know about that, Happy. That's nice. To be honest, Race Room just needs to... its ranked servers to just have like 3 ranked servers. One of them's like GT3 or I don't know, one GT3, maybe one GT4, I don't know. 2, whatever the most popular things are. GT3 is normally the most popular. And maybe just like 6 tracks on rotation, the most popular 6 tracks. And then, so like 3 ranked servers, GT4 with the most popular tracks, GT3 with the most popular tracks, and then a 3rd server which every week changes content. That's it. I don't know why they've got like 12 ranked servers. They don't have the player base for that. Not even iRacing has the player base for 12 ranked servers at one point in time. Do you know what I mean? So... Can I don't know. I think what's happened is they set the ranked server up, and then R3 fanboys will have said to Sector 3, oh, can we have this car ranked? Because we drive this a lot. And they'll be like, oh, you know, because they're getting bored of driving the same thing. It's like, yeah, okay, I get that. But what Sector 3 need to do is turn around and go, no, shut up, R3E fans. Shut your mouths. We have to do what's sustainable. What is the most obviously sustainable thing for keeping user numbers high in an online system, so that when someone loads up Race Room, within like peak, I don't have to be like this 12 hours a day, but if someone loads up Race Room between the hours of 4 PM and 10 PM, there should be one ranked server with at least 20 cars in it, and maybe 15. And if a consumer knows that when they buy the GT3 cars and say 7 tracks, it means that they can get on a ranked server with their stat tracking and stuff, and they've got a race, they will be way more likely to buy it, and other people will be like, oh, hang on, that's really cool, I'll buy it now, because I know I'll be able to get racing on it. That's what the value is. That's why people pay for sodding iRacing despite the handling being bollocks. Like, the only reason, probably the biggest reason, not the only reason, biggest reason people pay for iRacing is that you know that if you buy, like, say, the MX-5, the Skippy and the F3 car, and the tracks for that, you know that when you finish work between 5 and 10 PM, you will be able to get one race with a grid with at least 15 plus cars in it. And so that's the value proposition. So, hello, Hakon. Yeah, that's it. Unless you regularly have the server being totally full, don't add any more servers. What is this? Just seems so obvious to me. I don't know. Billy gets it as well. Macy Billy. Do you know what? I think if I was a sim dev, I'd hate me. I'd probably really piss them off. But you know, whatever. I don't. That's the joy of not working in a game development studio. It's really nice. That's the best part of being a YouTuber. You can just like say stuff and there's no consequences. Well, people hate you, but I mean, other than that, obviously people they can choose to ignore you. What's he doing? Drift technique. Got to try and catch up here. Bubble wrap needed. Oh, we've got just the right amount of fuel. Maybe like 1 litre too much. Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't watch myself. I find myself really annoying. So, you know. But you are how you are. If I cloned myself, I'd murder myself within 10 minutes. Yeah, Project Fox. It's such a shame with GT Sport that it's not even up to Project Cars 2. But the structure and stuff, and the fact that it's on console is awesome. Oh, I'd murder myself slowly with a blunt spoon. The Irish, yeah, I have, yeah. I quite enjoyed it, but I didn't think it was very good. But I enjoyed it. The CGI was really badly done on it. bloody confusing. Big Mac cheese. Good job on this server. It's this is working fine. What should we do? Should we do another track next? Maybe we should do like what's that Kunos track where Kunos were based? Don't know. They're not based there anymore, I don't think. The Velolunga, we should do that next with these cars. That'd be good fun. Ow. We're second place. Ow. Come on. Got DD wheel. That is not comfortable. Yeah, the problem with GT Sport isn't really necessarily the handling. I mean, you can. It is what it is. It's the V-Sync on the. Just V-Sync. Everything's like really delayed, like input latency, which is very hard to get your head around if you're used to not having that. Velolunga's the new vice. Well done, Tortellini, myself, Mike McLaren, Lee Fall, Mick Long, Typer, Westbrook, Christopher Lees, Gabsder. Right, next track, Velolunga time. One of Game of Muscles clones was playing some FPS games, murdered. Case exactly. That was Headache Muscle. Headache Bad Luck Muscle. That was Bimmy Gembrob. Which penalty system? Oh, what? They've just fixed that. I might do GT Sport tomorrow, you know, give it another go. We'll have to get the PlayStation set up. I need to rewire some of my sim rig, so maybe I'll do that as well. I think the tracks are fine in GT Sport. It just needs it just needs to not have V-Sync. I mean, the tire model's a bit weird in GT Sport. The tire model's really weird. Like the way you like GT Sport, you kind of have to go to turn into a corner, and then turn more. And then like push through the grip loss. I say I've got a PlayStation 4. I played GT Sport a fair bit. Yeah, the traffic cones are great. For the breakpoints, I don't know why that's something that I don't get why other people haven't implemented. Marking the breakpoints with traffic cones is genius. Oh yeah, the tyre screeching. But, you know, I mean, the thing with GT Sport is, I mean, I guess you have to pay a monthly fee for PlayStation Plus, so it actually ends up... If you have a PlayStation and you play other PlayStation games, then it's really good value for money. I've been given PlayStation like £5 a month and I don't ever play it. The Sony have just been taking money, the Sony tax. You have to manually claim the games each month, which is bloody cheeky, rather than them just giving them to you. But, you know, I mean, this is a thing. This is what's good with the Codemasters. Affiliate spelt right. Oh, yeah, no, sorry. We will spell check this. But feel free to use our affiliate links. Your dog really needs to get out, so I'll set the quali. All right. Do like a 15-minute race, 20-minute quali or something. Or maybe 15 quali, 15-minute race. You need to do race department Project Cars 2 forums and look for a thread called Amazing New. I've seen this. Yeah, I don't have a problem with Project Cars 2 force feedback with a DD wheel, to be honest. Well, okay, let Dom say, because he'll just complain GTR. You guys think I complain? Dom's like on another level. How old are you, Dom? How do you manage to complain more than me? Oh yeah, so what I was saying was, the big thing with the Codemasters buying Sector 3, not Sector 3, bloody Slightly Mad Studios, hello Nuunu, is we'll end up with cross-platform. Like, the F1 games will use that engine. Yeah, it should be good for, like, bringing a lot of users to sim racing, basically. I think it'll be good in the short term. Well, the only really bad thing that Codemasters do is they release something without not much content in it and then DLC you to death. Like Dirt Rally 2, where after like a year of it being out, they finally release enough content that would have made it an okay single-player game. Not really Project Fox, no. They're like separate. No, we're doing some more races. There we go, server's up. Get in there. I need some music on that screen. Everyone thinks we're finishing. Well, that's the other thing. The bulk of the Dirt Rally 2 DLC is Dirt Rally 1 content. Bloody hell. If it was all like... If each DLC was like a proper good rally... you know, like a proper bit of content, you'd be like, oh, that's cool, more content. It's not. It's all... Codemasters. Well, no, Reza have licensed a version of the engine. So effectively they have bought the engine. In a sense. Just a branch of the engine. Codemasters do that with a lot. Like if you look at their like not mobile, but they're sort of not mobile games. They're sort of more arcadey game. Like it's just they behave more like a mobile phone game company at times. Not the people that like, not in terms of artwork and stuff, but in terms of like overall business choices. Just tea. Cup of tea. I basically I was a huge fan of Codemasters with the Colin McRae rally games, and I also like the original the Two Brothers, like Chucky Egg and stuff. Was that was Codemasters, wasn't it? Or am I getting confused? You know, but it was around about it was the Operation Flashpoint. What they did to Bohemian Interactive really put me off Codemasters. But you know, I mean, let's see what happens with this. Because the F1, the thing is, to be fair to them, the F1 games, I mean, they did do stupid shit with them. Like F1 2019, they pretend it's got like a proper single player. They put like 4 cutscenes in it, and then it just goes back to exactly what was the previous ones were like. But ignoring that, in terms of like track content, number of cars and stuff, like the F1 games aren't terrible. So F1 2021 in Madness Engine, I think will be very interesting. I mean, the thing is, it's very hard. If you have a game studio with like 100+ staff, it's very hard to not go bankrupt. So it's a tricky business. All right, Mike. If this server dies, I'm gonna phone the police and say that we've been let down. go. Crazy how much shader patch changes AC. It's mental how much mods have done. Top 10 Ken Muscle thumbnails. I thought it was a good effort, that thumbnail. I need like a my own like face thumbnail. I'm like rubbish at taking pictures of me sat in a sim rig that don't look terrible. We'll work on it. It's literally Jimmy Broadbent's hair. I typed Jimmy Broadbent on Google Images and put his hair on my head. See how much younger I look with hair. Maybe I should get a wig. When you've not got any hair, people think you're like 10 years older than you are. people expect you like... They expect you to be like they just expect you to be older. They treat you as if you're older as well. It's really weird. It's like when you wear a nice suit, people treat you differently. Yeah, they're not going to be using the new engine for at least like a minimum 2 years. Like it'll be for the next gen consoles. I mean, unless they've already been working on it. Or someone's already been working on something. No, I wouldn't wear a wig. It'd be too itchy. I couldn't put up with it. This is Vellalunga. Kunos' old home track. Hello, Antoine. Enjoy Brexit. Ah, yes. We certainly will. It's going to be a good time. Good time for everyone. Thanks for that. I have Brexit on toast every morning. If Codemasters is moving game series to the engine, that the engine is probably going to get frozen. Eh? The force feedback and physics are fine in the Madness engine. It's just all down to car implementation. You have to remember that Project Cars 2 came out like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Slightly Mad Studios have been working on a new game, and you know, yeah, they've fixed that. Not in Project Cars 2, but. I think it was due to suspension, rear suspension. That's what developers have said, like online, publicly. I'm not like breaking NDA or anything. We'll see. Automobilista 2 will be very interesting. I needed more grip. Reese's license for Madness engine probably has a clause whereby any updates made to the engine must be upstreamed. Well, no. What will happen is kind of like what Paul was saying. If you kind of lock things down at a certain point, unless it's something that can be carried across, but you know, My French in-laws are asking if you want them to sponsor you. What do they do? Why would they sponsor me? How would they sponsor me? First day of Brexit. Hey, it's not happening for like a year. Don't worry about it. Oh, sponsor me to come and live in France. I don't know. Sponsor me for hair transplant. How much does a hair transplant cost? I think it's literally like £50,000. It's not really worth it. There's so much you can spend that money on. So what would be funny is the guy that gets a hair transplant 2 years before they invent some like hair growth treatment that's like really simple. Oh, I don't know what he did. 8,000. It's quite painful though. Well, Rogaine, or Regain, or whatever it's called, is you have to put it on constantly. And it's like £30 a month. And if you stop doing it, then, yeah, it's like really stupid. Transplanted. I mean, it's like, if you're bold, just be bold. Colin doesn't get jealous. People slow. Tortellini's cheating. He's using an aim hack. Tattoo on your head. I've seen those hair tattoos. They look really stupid. What do you call the thing where a man has a hair toupee? They like, you have to glue some like hair to your head. Why would you do it like? What have you done to your car, Tortellini? Have you done any setup shenanigans? Everyone else is like a second and a half off him, so what have you done? Let's get some honesty from him. The comb over is a stylish option. Cul-de-sac. Ah, yeah. I didn't take fuel out of my car, so maybe that didn't help. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to say now. What did you say, Billy? Billy Strange typed something. I've forgotten what he typed. What did you type, Billy? Oh yeah, no, someone said the eyebrows thing. Yeah, it looks so rubbish. Surely women realise it looks crap. I mean, are there any guys that are like, oh, those painted on eyebrows look good? It looks terrible. I mean, if that's what someone wants to do, like, you know, it's not my, it's their body, do what they want with it. But from my perspective, in my opinion, which is worth nothing, it looks bloody awful. It looks absolutely goddamn awful. It's like, I mean, maybe their eyebrows are really, really bad and that was their only solution, but it seems a bit extreme, doesn't it? I don't get it. I don't. In what way does that work? Is it because it's too a pain in the arse to keep plucking eyebrows? Well, I know girls that pluck. Like, I know girls that don't do their eyebrows, and some that do, and it doesn't seem like it's a big thing for them to do it. Yeah, I don't get it. Maybe some guys really like it though. But I can't ever remember a time where a male friend of mine has gone, oh, that girl's got nice eyebrow. And like, it's a non... Like, guys are busy looking at, like, arse, legs, breasts, and, like, if the face is, like, generally, you know, not, like, messed up. Eyebrows are... Painted on eyebrows are, like... Maybe it's a distraction. Maybe that's how it works. You're, like, looking at the eyebrows going, Jesus Christ, what is that? And then you don't look at anything else. And that's how they get with a more attractive man. Maybe it's, you know, it's a diversion. It's like a Paul McKenna makeup technique. There's got to be something behind it. Maybe they've actually got like 3 legs or something, but you're too busy looking at the eyebrows. That's the only logical explanation. Hypno brows. Decoy, exactly. Maybe it's like the bedazzle warship paint job, but with eyebrows. I know. To be honest, if I see like really long nails, I'll be like, no, I'm not. That's not right. On a girl, like when they're really long. I mean, for me, it'll be like, well, they don't obviously do like gardening. They're obviously not doing stuff. If their nails can be like that, they're obviously not doing. They're obviously not using a DD wheel. Get out. I don't like girls that aren't practical. Why, you know? Whoa! He's lifting his wheels there. There's nothing more attractive than like a girl that's like proper down to earth, like matter of fact, practical, no nonsense. You know, I think that's attractive. Glued on nails. Like an Asian woman. Well, I'm sure not all Asian women are the same, you know. I'm just guessing this. Let's turn traction control off. Let's go for a slide. I'm just hazarding a guess. I think there's probably like a range of personality types in Asia. I mean, Asia's quite big. There's like 5 billion Asian people. I'm sure some of them are impractical and some are practical. Well, you're being a bit broad with that brush, Antoine. Being a bit broad. Yeah, there's only 2 types of Asian women. Across the whole of Asia. Asian woman A and Asian woman B. All Japanese women are awesome. All of them. What about the ones that are like murderers? What about the ones that put sugar in tea? They will do. There's going to be like Japanese girls that put sugar in tea. And what's worse is they won't think they're doing anything wrong. Yeah, look at Yoko Ono. Exactly, look at that. Jesus Christ. I'd rather fall in love with the back end of a London bus. Oh my God, what a disaster. Single-handedly, probably one of the most annoying people to have existed on Earth. They're probably alright, they're just very annoying. Ah, oh, Nigel. Why are you doing that to yourself? That's like I don't know, it's like going for a swim in one of those nuclear reactor pools. Why would you do that? That's like having a cup of tea without any putting hot water in it and just drinking and eating and chewing on the tea leaves. What? Milk's got loads of sugar in it. You don't need to add more sugar. Dom GTR in a very fast car. Can we get a ban on Dom? Well, actually, those pools, as long as you don't dive too deep, you're all right. You're pretty safe on the surface. Too much. I found the most enjoyable cups of tea I've ever had are when I put a pencil in my mouth and drink my tea with a pencil in my mouth. Those cups of tea always make me happy. Oh dear. So stupid. Oh, he's getting a bit loose there. Dom's got way more pace in this. What's he doing? This guy's cheating. Oh, 5/10 there. Trying to push a bit. Oh, come on. Bit of lap time there. .141 PB. Keep getting those PBs. This is Assetto Corsa, yeah. When in doubt, we find ourselves in Assetto Corsa. Assetto life. Oh dear. Got count steer more there. Oh, Carl! Don't be saying this to me. You're going to have to quantify that. In what way? In what way? Come on. Indulge us. Indulge us with the troll. Let's have an honest conversation here. Ah, too blatant with the troll. You got to lure the hitchhiker, or you got to lure the person crossing the bridge. You can't just dismantle the bridge. That's not how you troll. It's got newer bugs. That's the best thing about new sims, new bugs. Really excited to experience the new bugs in Automobilista 2. Oh, here we go, new PB. Okay, it does do curbs better. It's true. Everybody say true! I'll give you a stick of lettuce for that. I think it's third gear all the way through that. Huge error. Hang on, we've got 12 laps here. I thought it was 12 minutes, 12 laps. Oh well. Huge error on the race length. I'm not going to have enough fuel. Where am I? Oh, we will do. Bamboos up there. Matt Evans behind us. Trying to get another PB out of this. Hello, David Donkamp. Oh, man. It's such a shame with ACC, with the force feedback nonsense. Because that one thing, and as it is now, it's quite a good solution for just jump in and have a good GT3 race. We don't really want longer races though, Mike, because you just end up with whoever's the fastest being further ahead. So basically a race has to, like 20 minutes is really like the absolute max, because unless a race is like 40 minutes, you don't have enough time to catch up from making an error anyway. So a race is either like 15-20 minutes or it needs to be like an hour long, otherwise it's like the in-between time is kind of pointless. Well, race room force feedback's more informative. I wouldn't necessarily call it realistic though. Hey Daniel, I'm alright, thanks. Yeah, but you're not going to catch up with someone that's like, half a second faster. Because people that are faster at lapping, once they've got ahead, are going to keep lapping. But with a shorter race, they're more likely to be closer to other cars in that time period, which means that you're more likely to force an error out of them. You know, good drivers are much more likely to make mistakes at the start of a race. Should I say fast drivers? No, it's not about driving hard. It's just a fact. Just explaining what race lengths make sense. No cheekiness. Get out. Alright, Nazar. Thank you for watching. Oh, I should have gone down again there. What can work really well, actually, is like... if you have like a forced pit stops, but then like 25-minute race, but then you might as well just not bother. We used to do like 7 lap races on Live for Speed that were good with a forced pit stop. The problem is pit stop systems are like broken in so many of these simulators. It's really hard to... They're either like really convoluted or they just don't work too well. We had an earlier stream that wasn't very good, so I came back on to do more streaming to get some nice racing action in. Got Matt Evans behind us, trying to steal 3rd place off us. Yeah, Race Room does a good job. Race Room's pit stops are explained and are quite transparent as to what's going on now to do what you need to do. How can you stop the car from not... Don't push the brake less? You can reduce the brake pressure in game. Hello, Itchie. That can help. If you get a car, drive down the straight, brake hard, and see where it locks up. And if it's locking up too easy, just go into the car setup and reduce the brake pressure. Marcellus, they don't really. If they're like a hot lapper, if they're a relatively competent hot lapper, once they've got away, then they, you know. If you're in a race with like stakes and stuff, then yeah, but in the kind of casual jumping racing that we do, there's no real pressure. So, you know. Especially if you, in qualifying, they already know they're qualified like half a second ahead of everyone, then there's no pressure because they, you know, they know that no one's going to catch up with them if they just drive their normal pace. It doesn't stop you from locking up with a load cell, but it makes it easier to avoid. It's easier to modulate the brake. I guess most people don't know this track very well. Everyone seems quite spread out here. This actually has happened before when we've driven on Vallelunga. It's a good track though. I'm surprised more people don't know it. We've got to get 3rd place back here. Final lap. Time for the retake. Yeah, it's just with a load cell, you don't really have to... When you're not using a load cell, you really have to concentrate and be super, super delicate. Especially if you're using, like, the old pedals, which don't even have, like, a conical brake mod on them. You have to be very, very careful. It's really hard. Load cell, you don't really have to. Once you've learned how to use it, you just push. Like you just push with the same amount of pressure. Like you can learn pressure a lot easier than distance. You can be more precise with pressure because you can set the brake to not be like super sensitive. So it actually takes a bit of effort to do the wrong thing. I'm using this CSL Elite Load Cell pedal. I really like them. I've used pretty much all the pedals on the market, and they're fine. Wow! There we go, 4th place. I wasn't too far apart. Oh, nice driving. 20 minutes. I'll let you off. Maybe 15 minutes is better for our like sprint races though. But that was good fun. It's nice racing. Maybe we should try like a different vehicle. Tachometer, eh? What are the lap times? 1:39. Yeah, you're like 2 seconds faster than everyone. Like your gear shifting at a different time or something. Oh, you must be doing like one corner totally different. My PB 141, 2 seconds behind the pace. It must have been braking totally different for a corner. I'll do a stress test next. Don't do a stress test because it might just crash randomly. Why don't we try that Mazda? What's it called? The really cool Mazda that I was doing the thing with. Mazda. You know which one I mean. I know everyone's going to crash. Actually, let me find a car. It's like 787B. It's too hard for people to drive. Yeah, it's too hard. It's too hard. Let's see. Password is T in capital letters. I want to try something different. I'm looking at the Lotuses. Oh, I know. Let's drive the Lotus. Lotus Exige V6 Cup. Something like that. You know, when the in-game Lotuses. No, not the old Lotus. Something that's easy. Lotus Exige V6 Cup. Give that a go because I've not driven that for a long time. We do Radical. Just do Lotus. Lotus Exige. Lotus Exige V6 Cup. That'll be fun to try. Is it a road car? Okay then, we'll do like the Lotus Evora GTC then. Oh, what about the GX? What's the power range on that? 440. 450. I do the Lotus Evora GTC. It's faster. Hello, Craig Ricketts. It's what you get for not eating enough oranges. Lotus Evora GTC. Give it a go. That'd be cool. It won't last. Ooh, we've recovered the stream, guys. from a disaster stream to a positive stream. Can you believe it? Absolute inversion. Jimmy Bold gent. Oh well, it'll still be fun to try. See what happens. It's a 15-minute race. Happy times. Best stream ever! I need to fix the graphics on the screen here. Right. Why did the graphics disappear? I must have deleted him like an idiot. I did. I must have deleted it. I can't remember what I did. You add a layer. Add... browser, color, image. Oh, I can't remember what you do.
What, are you retarded?
Hi.
Oh, hello. Cool for real. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thanks for the donation there. Hi. Cheers, man. Here we go. Here we go. Yes! Working again. Fixed it. Woo! Extreme Yacht Simulator. There's a VR yacht game. Why are we running GT3? No? I don't know what's happening here. Thoughts on PC specs for ultra-wide monitor? I mean, you always want as fast a PC as possible, really, don't you? So, whatever you can afford. Why would I check the replay? Are we doing this? Choice has been made. Fine. I like how on the widescreen the image doesn't work, just like the image just moves across. Yeah, sim races don't go outside, we're safe. No, as I'm saying, you obviously broke later or took a different line through corners or were shifting better. I mean, that's where you gain time. Yeah, we started again that MKK because we had a disaster stream. So I went for a bike ride, I had some eggs, and started streaming again. Soothing tones? We don't do soothing tones, we just do weird whinging. Hello, Poods. Ah! My streaming PC monitor went off. There we go, back again. Just do a search for Game of Muscle, it should come up. Up. New line. For some reason, my Fanatec wheel lights have stopped working in AC again. I think it's a shader patch thing. Did it before. It's working in race room. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, it's radioactive grass. Minimum GPU for 1/40 ultra wide. 2080 Ti. No, at the moment the best value for money graphics card is like that. Was it 2060 Super? Is that what it's called? With graphics cards, just buy the best thing that you can afford. That's what it comes down to. It's not a good time to buy a graphics card though. I'd wait. There might be some more graphics cards being announced soon, so I'd wait a few months if you can. Not a good time to buy. Not a good time to spend your money. Save your cash in the bank. Ow. Thank you. I'm not gonna wrestle the DD wheel. I'm gonna force me back on pretty high. Even when the driver min boodles it. What? I need to make my brake more sensitive. I'm getting like knee pains here. Ah, that's better. How's the racing? Hello, Full House. We've had some good racing AC this evening. Am I looking forward to Half-Life Alyx? Yeah, we'll see. Be interesting. I'm getting it for free actually because I bought a Vive. Valve Index. Yeah, it'll be interesting. We'll see. We shall see. I'm a bit cautious. Oh, lights have come back on. Well, what's going on here? Oh no, it's not. It's the brake force light. That's why the lights are working. Hello, Norman. Oh, great. Essential buttons. Look left, look right, brake bars forwards, brake bars backwards. Pit limiter. Look behind. DRS. That's kind of it, really. What else do you need? Yeah, I have. It does look quite good, that Walking Dead game. It's quite interesting. I was trying to get a CD key off them. Complain button. Melee. Open inventory. Left and right axis are quite good to have bound on the steering wheel. Well, the thing is, if you're limited on buttons, you can pre-bind ABS and traction control. Or you can do it in the setup in AC, so it's not like you have to always use it. I mean, it's nice to have it on the wheel, but brake bias is something you probably... You might adjust as your tyres wear over the course of a race. Depends how many buttons you've got, really. I mean, with iRacing, you'll want a button on the wheel for next black box, what have you. Oh, here we go. We've got 19 people in here. Pizza speed dial. I haven't had a pizza for ages. I'm trying to eat healthy again now, so I'm back on fish and vegetables. No biscuits. Exercising. Terrible. Lots of water, lots of tea. Looseness, no, DD wheel's pretty damn solid. Pretty damn stiff. To be honest, if there's any like loose rattling or anything, I'd not use it. Or I'd send it back and get it fixed. I'll tear off button, yeah, for iRacing. Photosynthesis diet. Staring at the sun. Get this lined up. Bugger. He went wide and slowed down. I couldn't really do anything there. It wasn't really his fault. I know, one day, Benjamin. Chicken, potatoes and rice. I'm trying to eat less chicken. I mean, the thing is, fish is not exactly sustainably farmed. But I mean, fish are stupid, so I don't feel too bad about eating them. Have I got enough fuel? Probably. For one more lap. Let's try and do it. Oh, I've got the wrong tyres on. That's weird. I don't really hear many stories about broken CSLs. I hear about people having problems with their throttle pedal on the CSL Elite pedals. The potentiometer on that, but that's it really. The CSL Elite wheelbase is on like the second. It's like a refined design. It's been out for quite a while, so it's like the T300 year less problem. You know, as these things have been out in the market for a long time, it gives an opportunity for them to tweak the manufacturer to make things better, more reliable. Fifth. Thing is, the only problem with fish is it's expensive, but often you can get it, you can find it cheap when it's reduced. You know, when you've got like fresh fish that's going off, well, supermarket off, so it's actually fine. You just get that and you freeze it, and then you can have like really nice fish for quite cheap. I've got like a freezer full of frozen fish that's been marked down. But to be honest, with fish, nothing beats like caught that very second and cooked that very second fish. Proper fresh fish. Ew. Ew. Save a lot of money with a freezer. It's a shame Lidl don't mark down the price of stuff that often. But if you're not picky with food, if you always go to supermarkets on the days that they price stuff down and then you just always eat whatever they happen to have that's priced down, you can save an absolute fortune. And often have quite nice food. You just have to be prepared to eat whatever happens to be priced down. There we go. I listen to my cravings to decide what I need to eat. The flesh of a freshly cooked dove from the Andes. Sushi. Well, the look buttons are handy, yeah, to make sure how close the car next to you is. I mean, I guess Helicorsa can tell you pretty much what you need to know. But sometimes you need to see it with your own eyes rather than just the Tetris block. Woo! Here we go. AC to the rescue. Lidl could stay just double the price and it's fine. I can't. I'll have to shop somewhere else if Lidl's twice the price. Hello, Richard B. You know what's funny earlier? Literally, after we left, the GT3 server was bloody full all night. Earlier was just a troll. Everything was just trolling us. All the games were trolling us. Everything. It was just a troll sesh. These things happen. Sometimes it's not happening. Well, if you had to choose, you'd go for Helicorsa. Yeah, you could get rid of look buttons. Just use Helicorsa. I don't really look left and right. Look behind is probably good to have. In AC, you push both look left and look right, and that gives you look behind, which is quite handy. Because then you can see how far. I mean, I guess you've got a delta you can see from that. Here we go. Chris Bow in 4th place. Matt Evans up front. That was a nice punt. Well done. Textbook start there. Good job, guys. Good job. Don't know where he's going. That's Matt Evan, 360 no scope. Chris Bow. Race Room doesn't. I might do now. I know, Project Cars 2 doesn't, I don't think. Race Room might do now, actually. I can't remember. Oh, we got turfed. Chris Barr, we got turfed to death. Spot gardening for the bow. Hang on, I forgot to check the tyres. We've got the wrong tyres on here. Unless, are these fixed tyres? Hello, RL Racing. And they're mixing me up for Jimmy Broadbent. This is Jimmy Boldgent. Easy mistake to make. Both played driving simulators with DD wheels. He moved and got a new, less successful channel. Got older. Despair, sense of despair has settled in. You don't get good quality sleep with sleeping tablets. That's the problem with them. I have a DS Don't Spare design button box, which I quite like. I need to reattach it to the sim rig. Oh, stupid Kunos penalties. Served, we didn't lose any time. Great job on the penalty, Kunos. One pebble in the shoe away from having a breakdown. One fish finger short of a fish finger sandwich. One load cell short of a sim rig. I don't label my keyboard. It's got letters on it. It's quite handy. Although my main keyboard's missing half the letters. They're worn out. I can't touch type. I guess I probably could touch type if I wasn't thinking. But as soon as I tried thinking about it, I'm in trouble. Come on! Give it some welly. Welly one, got 1 second faster there. WAS&D. Oh! Let's brake a bit sooner than that. Managed to keep on the track though. I put too much mayonnaise in my sandwich on that corner. Too much sauce in the burger. It's all dribbled out. Ah, thank you. That's nice. Appreciate the worn out keys. I left the bag in the cup too long. Now the tea's too strong. I don't actually mind tea being too strong. Yeah, DD1's powerful enough for anyone, to be honest. Struggling to get the speed off the car. Need to brake earlier. Maybe I need to engine brake more aggressively. Hello. Oh no, I thought someone else would join the chat. I'm imagining things. Whoa! La, la, la. Just testing the suspension out there, guys. Hello. Oh, let's just everyone type hello in chat. Why not? It's probably like midnight. Late night muscle stream. Is it ironic? I don't know. I'm not sure if that's irony. Good day. Need to learn how to drive this harder. What's that PB? 148. 147.8. Let's do that. Nick Hardy man, hello. Time for a laser beam sandwich. Oh, the laser beam sandwich has been toasted. Well, cheese toast would be quite nice. Come to think of it. Good day, mate. Struth. Ow. Too much of the old sausage there. I haven't got any bread. Woo! Slam dangled it out of that. This is just a server that someone else is hosting. Yeah, Lidl closes at 9, 10 and 9 o'clock. I mean, if Lidl should be 24 hour. They stock their shelves up till like midnight. And they've got self-service tills in some of the Lidls, so... I know. Huge error. Yeah. Ask him for a key. Please, little. Oh, laser beam through there. Right, I've got to finish this race on a PB. It's because they stock things as close to the limit as possible. That's why I like Lidl. They're always on the limit, rather than being wasteful with food. You have to get in there early. It's a shame that Lidl's cookies taste so nice. That's the worst part of being on healthy eating. So you can't eat glorious Lidl's cookies. I'm telling you guys, Lidl's cookies are some of the best. I don't know what they put in their cookie recipe, but it's amazing. They're better than... They are literally the best cookies you can buy. Right, here we go. Here we go. PB inbound. PB on the way. Send your help. Oh, they've not launched it with any ranking, Richard. They've not launched it with matchmaking. Other than that, it's good fun. It's just not got any matchmaking in it, which is what you need for that type of game. Ah, this was the PB. Absolute laser stonk. 147.3. Let's get another PB. I could not read that. Beautiful flat earth. Hello. Baked beans and toast. Ah, oh, I just missed that corner totally. Ah. Pushing too hard. Huge error. Well, at least we got one. At least we got the PB eventually. We didn't get the double PB. Everyone else is miles behind. I'm using the shaded grass and it's a little bit bright on this track. I probably need to update the tracks with shader patch. Whew. Easy. Thank you. Every time. Thank you. Whew. There we go. 3rd place. Yeah, Tortellini is literally a whole second faster than everyone else. So, I don't know what he's doing. Sure, someone has made on for AC. Have you tried Shuto Map? No, is that like Japanese track? Ooh, I think it's time to go to bed. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I think we've redeemed the stream. Am I able to recommend any cheapo rigs? Simatech K2 Cockpit's the cheapest good rig. Yeah, Simatech K2 Cockpit is cheapest rig you can get that's good. Racing under the flag of Italy. But yeah, I'm going to call it a night, guys, because it's 1 AM. I think we redeemed the stream, though, so I'm happy with that. No, I need to get going to sleep, otherwise I'll be knackered tomorrow. But we had a good race. I've got a review of it, Benjamin, on my channel. If you just type in K2 Cockpit review, you'll see. Okay. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Stream redeem. Oh, look, the credits are broken. Yeah, night, guys. Click that like button if you haven't. If you want to. Yeah, I probably won't. It'll just be me complaining. It'll just trigger everyone. They'll be like, "Oh, what are you saying?" Oh. All the fanboys will come out the works. It'll be like when we said anything critical about Project Cars 2. Oh, it's best. Oh. Nice one, Christopher Lees. Das Streamen hast Ende bitte. Und finito. There you go. Super chats. Cool for real. Thank you. The shortest credits in the history of the land. Appreciate that call for real. For real. Totes cool. Night, guys. Take care. Have fun. Happy sim racing.